was the summer I was 7 years old, and I think I had like my towel and I was probably in my swimsuit, and I remember very clearly a neighborhood friend, Lori, just walking back from the pool. I said, "Lori, what are you doing?" And she said, "Oh, I just got back from swim team." And I thought, perfect, well then I'll do swim team. I'll go tell my mom. And she's like, you can't swim. She said, "You have to swim 20 laps.
She said, "Well, if she can do this, I can do this." And came home and said, "Mom, I want to join the swim team." So my mom said to me, "Well, you should do it too." And I said, "No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to join the swim team." You know, my sister kind of was like, "Let's just try it for the summer." So we did, and we loved it, fell in love with the team, training, and then my brother joined the team, and the rest is history.
Led by their older sister, all three Smith children swam for JMU. Samantha arriving for Shawnee's junior season.
It was kind of like a new spark, like here comes my sister, and we both swam the same events, so we had a lot of fun, like just racing again with each other and against each other. And she didn't like to lose ever. My senior year, medaling again in the 100 breaststroke, and I got third, she got second. I was thrilled to be up on the medal stand. She was not happy that somebody else took first.
That competitive spirit drove Samantha to become the first in program history to achieve an NCAA qualifying standard. In 2001, she won individual CAA championships in the 100 and 200-yard breaststroke and team titles in the 200 and 400-yard medleys, establishing program records in all four events, while leading JMU to its first team title since 1994. Yet the competitive fire was still present.
Leaving swimming behind was a little harder than I thought it was going to be, and I think it really helped me determine that like a path in coaching or a path in sports was what I wanted.
When a coaching position came open at JMU 2 years later, Samantha was already on JMU's mind.
I learned more about Samantha in a meeting with her parents and her sitting in my conference room table, where she was a passionate voice for the men's swim program, which was going to be discontinued. I'll tell you, that's one of the most powerful meetings I've been in with a student athlete. I so felt, the compassion that she had in her heart and the job that she did for being an advocate for that team. For me, that was going to end up being a pretty easy search.
Samantha joined her friend, Matt Barany, to coach together for a year before Matt left for Richmond. Samantha faced a daunting task.
So in addition to building this new women's program, we were also building a new program that for the first time ever was not going to have a men's component. But I felt like she had a very good sense, obviously, of JMU, what the challenges were, but also the potential.
But I knew when that team was eliminated, the men's team, that my brother had lost the program he swam for, my husband and my friends had lost the program they swam for, that I knew that like if we didn't work towards winning a championship, then why were those teams eliminated to begin with? Like that's what we were there to do.
And the program improved from last in the CAA to 7th, to 5th, to 3rd, then 2nd, then to that conference title in 2012.
We never took a step back. It's kind of surreal when I look back on it. Like it doesn't usually happen that way.
But that win wasn't for that team. I think the team that jumped in the water knew they did the work, but I think that team was also very aware that they did it on the backs of the men and women who had swum before them.
With the 2012 title, Samantha became only the second JMU individual to win a conference championship as both an athlete and a coach. And she was named CAA Coach of the Year. Though she left the program in 2013 and married Matt shortly thereafter, the revitalized JMU program has finished first or second every season since. In Richmond, she served 5 years as an associate commissioner of the Colonial Athletic Association, before taking perhaps her biggest challenge this May, as the first female executive director of the College Swimming Coaches Association of America, the nation's oldest coaches association.
You know, I think she would not be where she's at now if it weren't for, you know, her parents and the environment that she was raised in. I mean, that's a hands down. That's far more important than any coach she's had, any challenge she had as a, you know, as a young swimmer, or anything I could do to support her. I mean, it's so much of it comes back to, you know, her relationship with her family. With all the changing to the NCAA and conference realignment, she's gonna have to be in communication with a lot of very important people to try to figure out what we can do for the longevity of college swimming.
You know, one of the things that I think we try to teach Maribel and Maverick both, you know, to not be afraid and to do things that maybe scare you and manage the obstacles that come your way, right? So here I am. You have to swim 20 laps. Well, okay, I'm gonna swim 20 laps.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the newest member of the James Madison University Athletics Hall of Fame, Samantha Smith Barany.